Let's talk about the Assassin's Creed movie. We have to, I'm sorry.
It got quiet for a second
there. So this looks really cool. This looks gorgeous. The trailer looks fantastic. This is directed by that fellow who did that Macbeth.
Justin Kurzel.
It stars Magneto and
Ian McKellen.
Batman's girlfriend or something.
Kanye West.
Kanye West does all of the music, except for probably not, except because he's in the trailer in one part. Maybe they're going to play his
He does
song.
all the voices, too.
Yeah. He voices the haystack.
Yep.
The haystack
get
was
out
there
of
for
me.
comic relief. He plays the hawk. They mocapped Kanye and made him run around with a kite in his back. And
Kim Kardashian plays all the cities and the horses.
Yeah. So no, it actually does look gorgeous. The combat looks fantastic. The present day stuff looks sort of weird because they've got this
that's
whole.
where like this, and I was like ride or die for this movie. I loved everything going into it. I loved all the production value, how gorgeous it is. The cast is phenomenal.
Yeah, if you haven't watched the trailer, pause right now, watch the trailer, then come back.
And
it doesn't really give anything
my
away.
My excitement was through the roof for this. I didn't really care about the Kanye thing because I thought the instrumental itself worked. And then they came out with this stat out of nowhere, which was just record screech, which I don't think anyone even knows what that sound is anymore because no one actually DJs on a turntable anymore.
It's the sound of your like Bluetooth speaker cutting out.
Yeah, exactly. It's your favorite like DJ dropping a laptop or something like that. And they said that 65% of this movie takes place in the present day.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do they tell us this?
Even if you're gonna do that, why would you tell us that?
Don't tell me that.
Yeah. Don't say that.
I was telling you guys, it's like if J.J. Abrams was like, now I know you're excited for Force Awakens, only 10% of the film features the favorite characters that you grew up loving.
90% will take place in the Galactic Senate with Jar Jar Binks.
A lot of it has a ball.
Yeah.
Like, what? What? Don't tell me that.
This is so bizarre too because historically, no pun intended, Ubisoft has always been very, very like closed about the present day stuff. Like I remember whenever they were, like they always be like, so what's the Abstergo stuff going to be like? What's going on with
because they've been kind of slowly veering away from it as much as possible.
So I think the trailer and the stat. The trailer itself, I think, was a good reminder. Like, it showed us who've played the games and like the games. It's like, oh, this perfectly captures the action and the parkour and sort of the look and feel of the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah.
I think for a general audience, I think framing it around the Abstergo stuff does work. Because I don't know if the general audience wants to go see a movie about a dude wearing a robe in the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, I know when I watched the trailer when she's like, it's something like, welcome to the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah.
I just heard Mel Brooks in my head
Yeah.
instantly. That was all I could think for the rest of the trailer.
But when you see like shirtless Michael Fassbender doing a Matrix thing with a robot in his back, I think the general audience is be like,
more
okay,
like
I want to
Michael
see
Fassboner.
I think they're just going to be sweating because
very
shirtless
fast
Michael
erection.
Fassbender is very, very hot.
That said, the stuff that they showed that is present day.
I was gonna censor boner. I don't know why.
You can't censor boner.
I'm never gonna censor boner.
If you need to censor boner, just say Bo-Rang.
Yeah.
That said, the present day stuff in this film does look really cool because they've figured out a way to just not show a guy laying in a bed.
Yeah.
The entire time. They've invented this weird giant Dr. Claw machine thing that rattles you and shakes you around.
Yeah,
the
it's
room.
like Gladys being the big spoon behind
And
him.
it's like those things they train astronauts in. And kind of looks like that.
You like an hour before we recorded
This is a real thing. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the story up.
What if they put him on one of those like weird bungee cord like baby harnesses that they put the kids on like global guts on? So he's just like, whoa!
He's on basically a giant like adult leash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if so I heard that the trailer ends on the leap of faith, where he's like jumping off that thing. That's not CG. They actually did.
They threw Michael Fassbender off a
They actually
building?
did the world's record-setting free fall. Yeah.
Really?
That's
Why
Wait,
use CG when we can endanger a stuntman?
Did you guys see that behind the scenes thing from Civil War where
the cameraman jumps out behind the dude,
jumps off of a giant skyscraper and lands on a trampoline or whatever, a
that was
bounce
awesome.
castle?
Yeah, cameramen are crazy. So Brian, before we went in here, you said, "Hey, have you seen the pre-order bonuses for the movie?"
Yep.
And I laughed at that, and then it turns out it's
no
real.
one takes a clown seriously. But I'm real. Yeah, if you like watching movies, but you thought to yourself, how do I spend as much money as possible before I actually see this film? Man, are there some wonderful packages for you. So for $40, you can get the movie ticket to this movie, the t-shirt, the watch, the titular assassin's watch.
There's a little tiny knife.
That's where he says
Well, the arrows are actually poisonous.
What if it's like a special Assassin's Creed watch that lets you know what time of history you're in? You look at it and it says either now or then.
Awesome.
And the PDF of the script.
Oh yeah, my favorite collectible.
Yep.
An Adobe portable document format.
So that's $40. Maybe that's a little much money for you. So $15 gets you the movie ticket and the script. Maybe you have a little bit more money and you want to spend $60 on the McFarlane Toys Aguilar Hidden Blade, which is a plastic peripheral for your real man arm.
That's that thing we unboxed and I cut myself like a year and a half
that
ago.
terrifying blade that you and I were legitimately like scared and having fun playing with, and people reading people in the comments were like, they got paid to do this. Yeah, we did, because that's how jobs work.
I just love that the creator
not by
of
Ubisoft.
the creator of Spawn sent you a plastic toy that you hurt yourself with.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
His Spawn the movie hurt me back in the day. So that's $60. Maybe you want to spend a little more money and you want to spend $120 on the official Assassin's Creed hoodie, which is basically like a large baggy poncho that has diagonal strokes across it that you can wear in the movie to piss off people sitting behind you.
Brian, I got a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have $600 for the Aguilar Premier Scale statue, which looks like the thing that gave away it with the game? Do you have that much money? Or maybe
I have even more.
Do you have twice that? Because for twice that money, you can get the Spanish crossbow from Ubi Workshop. This 15th century crossbow is an exact 1-to-1 scale replica of the weapon featured in the upcoming movie and used in a pivotal scene where a man gets shot with a crossbow.
It is $1,200 for a movie ticket and a fully functioning weapon.
Created by famed Hollywood weapons master Tim Wildgoose.
Tim Wildgoose? Are you serious?
You go out and hunt wild goose with your crossbow.
No one takes the clown seriously, but here he is.
Gosh.
This crossbow is 18 inches long and like a real wild goose, and features scenes from medieval Spain.
Are they like etched along the sides, like hunting scenes?
Yeah, there's like weird, like artisanal
etchings.
What if the pivotal scene is in like a middle of a very climactic moment where it goes up a watchtower and there's a falcon flying around it? It's like, Scrah! What if some guy just goes out on his balcony and just shoots the falcon? It's like, you've desynchronized. Your spirit animal is dead. He's like, ruddy falcons can't stand a lot of them. They keep eating the hens.
If you're excited for this and you do have $1,200, I don't know, maybe find a charity. But if you really do have this much money, act fast, because there's only 20 of these in the world. Handcrafted, numbered, and limited to an edition size of 20. This piece is a worthy centerpiece.
That's so stupid. I once bought a crossbow for $20 at a sporting goods store and traded it for Iron Man midnight opening tickets.
Keep in mind it's also available.
True.
It's available exclusively on Kernel, so you'll have to look that up.
Yeah, you can buy a pretty good. You can buy a pretty good crossbow for $200 or $300.
Sporting goods, get a crossbow. They're fun.
Also, I hope all 20 people who buy this have to engage in some sort of a Hunger Game next year.
Keep in mind that also comes with a movie ticket. So you and 19 other people in the world can be the first people to ever get arrested for bringing a real crossbow into a movie theater.
That's probably not true.
You don't think so?
It's probably happened before.
Jared has a story.
Jared's
uncle.
There's got to be somebody that brought a crossbow to a movie.
All right.
No.
All right. So there's that.
Man, I'm like, that was like a maybe 10 days where I was like, man, Assassin's Creed movie looks pretty good. And then they're like, so, it's mostly set in the past, and here is the most just crass cash grab possible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't... Stop!
That doesn't impact the movie at all.
No.
I still think the trailer looks dope. Like I'm still entirely optimistic about the folks they have in front of the camera and behind it. So
if this is anything like the video game franchise, if they can get as close as possible to that, this movie series won't be great until the second one anyway.
Well, what I'm worried about is this. They've got obviously they're good people behind this. They're good people in this.
Yeah, for sure.
The trailer, they knew their audience had to shooting for. I have trouble thinking, just looking at that trailer and going, that makes me want to go see that movie. It's very faithful to Assassin's Creed, but I'm not sure that a faithful Assassin's Creed story makes a good movie.
I'll go see if you say it's Da Vinci Code meets The Matrix, then a whole bunch of dads will perk up and go, "I love those."
I don't know.
I
watched it and was not. I was impressed by the fidelity, but I was not impressed by wanting to go see the movie.
I'll see this movie because I have 86 minutes to throw away to anything. The same reason I'll see Ghostbusters or anything else. I've seen some of the worst movies ever made, some of the best movies ever made. It's a movie. We'll all be okay.
Yeah, it's faster than a game.
I feel like a hypocrite. I spent last night watching.
I'm gonna beat that movie so quickly.
That was the original tagline for HBO. Movies, they're faster than games. The script over here, or our run of show, also states Tetris sci-fi thriller trilogy coming from China. I don't think we should talk about that at all. There's nothing to say there. I think that's a terrible idea. Why would they make 3 movies based on Tetris? That's awful. Now I'm talking about it.
I'd rather see
that's
a movie.
A bad idea. Don't do that.
I'd rather see a movie based on tetanus. I think that'd be much more exciting.
The Tetanus trilogy?
The tetanus arc.